Here we have three examples of the no-flat technology that's in the marketplace today for mower wheels. The first one is an airless urethane tire made by Carefree. The second one is what's called a semi-pneumatic tire. It's a hard rubber extrusion that's hollow on the inside. It's a Carlisle Reliance. The third one is the air-free easy foam foam-filled rubber tire on a hub. All three of these are 9 by 350 by 4s. All of them are deck wheels or are the front wheels of zero-turn radius lawnmowers. All three have their pluses and all three have their limitations. The first one here, the Carefree urethane tire, is a product of what is called a spin cast process. Spin casting is where urethane is poured into a mold and the mold is spun, and as the mold spins, it slings the urethane to the periphery of the mold and collapses the foam as it hardens, trapping air into the urethane. So that's why this is called a microcell urethane, because a good portion of the product is air. It's a tough product, it's fairly heavy, and while it's fairly resistant to cuts, it can become cut in extreme use on sharp rocks and in really, really tough thickets. The Reliance tire is a little bit tougher, but it doesn't come in very many sizes. The airless tire and the Reliance are roughly the same price. The Reliance tire has a little bit of give to it, but that's because there's a hollow portion in the tire. This is the type of tire that people think about oftentimes when they're being told about an airless tire or a no-flat tire or a solid tire. They go, I remember it's one of those hard rubber tires that was hollow on the inside. Well, these things have been around for a long, long time, and the drawbacks with them are that they're very brittle. After 3 or 4 seasons, this rubber starts to get hard and it starts to crack and will fall apart. The foam-filled rubber tire is probably really the best use of this technology. A 4-ply or a 6-ply tire you're not likely to have many problems with to begin with, but if you fill it up with foam, then you're getting into a situation where you're just never going to have any issues at all. This technology is really fairly simple to implement, but it's expensive because it requires a little bit of labor and, of course, the material cost. But it's nothing more than a rubber tire that's mounted onto a hub, and then some holes are drilled into the sides, and then urethane is pumped into the tire, and then as the urethane expands, it will actually push against the sides of the tires, or tire rather, and cause it to seat. It is possible to slightly overfill the tire or underfill the tire to simulate different PSI ranges. In most cases, this urethane comes out to about 25 PSI. So all three of these are 9 by 350 by 4s. The airless tire is about the least expensive. The Reliance is a little bit more, and then the foam-filled tire is a little bit more than that. Now, we can see here that even though all three of these are called 9 by 350 by 4s, they sure look different in diameter, and indeed they are. Manufacturers are notorious for making the same tire in different sizes, or different diameters rather. So this one's close to 9 inches, this one's close to 9 inches, and this one is a little bit over 8. So if you have special needs, or if you have height requirements or clearance issues, it always pays to investigate beforehand. Make sure the tire is the size you need it to be. In many cases, the sizes or the diameters and the widths of the tires are published with the tires. And on our website, we list the diameter and the width of all the tires we sell as well. So here we have the 3 leading examples of the no-flat technology in place today for the lawnmower market. We've got the airless urethane tire, the semi-pneumatic tire, and the foam-filled rubber tire. If you have any questions, feel free to put in a help desk ticket, and I thank you.